Oh, I was just washing my hands. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Okay, now, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and others. This is Chef Chacha Dave. Tonight we're making pasta, Viola, Voila. Now, I had this dish many, many years ago at a restaurant called Pasta Viola, and it was quite delicious. I've changed it a little bit, but it stayed with me through these years. This dish is going to be for 2 people. These are all going to be put in separate bowls for 2 people, and everything is cooked separately and then put together at the end with an Alfredo cream sauce. And it's a little bit different than a regular Alfredo sauce. Okay, so now I'm going to start with sauteing the sausage. Now the sausage I saute in a little bit of salt. I don't put any oil in there. I get the pan pretty hot, and it's really a steam saute. Okay? Everything has to be cooked before it goes in this dish, and then I'm going to keep this all warm in a steamer. Okay? Then the next thing, I'm going to grill these shrimp. Okay? Okay, now the shrimp are actually finished. The sausages are not cooked yet. And this is what I do. I steam saute these. You cover it and you let it start to bring the juices out of the sausage. Now on the shrimp, I'm going to put everything in a steamer. And that's how I keep them warm, because this is all, these are individual servings. It's not like, you know, things in a big bowl. Alright, so that I'm going to cover up. Okay, while the sausages are working, I'm going to put my scallops in here. These need to saute for a very short time. These are bay scallops, they're very small. And I like to put a little paprika on them to give them a little color. Okay, now the scallops are done, and I'm going to put them right in here for the steamer. Cover that up. This little pan here, in the same pan that I did the scallops, I'm going to put in the mushrooms, and they need to be seared, also very hot. Okay, now the mushrooms are done. I'm going to put them in my steamer. Alright, these are just going to be kept warm in these. I'm not going to steam them. Okay? Then on the sausages, okay, they're ready. And the steam really cooks them. Alright? Okay, now, so this gets covered. Okay? And now in this pan, I'm going to put the chicken right in there, a little bit of olive oil, right in the, with the pork fat. We want those flavors to melt together. So now I'm going to take the chicken breast. This is one breast, and I've just floured a little bit so that we get a little bit of juice retention. What this does is keep the juice inside. Okay, and it's going to give us a little bit for a thickening of our sauce. Okay, so now these have to saute for about 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, now the chicken is exactly how we want it. The flour made this little brown color on it. We're going to put these right in to the steamer. Now I'm putting this stuff in the steamer rather than putting it in the oven to keep it warm, because that will dry it out. The steamer is going to go on top of the pasta pot at the very end, and it will just keep it moist, and that's what we want. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is right in the same pan now, I'm going to saute the garlic. Just to be slightly brown. This is going right into the pasta dish. Just a little soft, not too much. Okay, now our garlic has been nicely toasted. I'm going to take that, put it in this little glass dish, and that little glass dish will also go in the steamer. Okay, I'm back. While you were away, I put the spaghetti into boil. Everybody knows how to put the pasta into the water. I salted the water, and it just went in there now. And I had a little extra time by doing that, so I actually did the front lawn. It's dark outside, but thanks to my loving family, for Christmas they gave me a headlight for the lawnmower, so it works perfectly. I think I might have hit a raccoon, but I'm not sure. I heard a thump, but didn't hear any screaming. At any rate, so the front lawn is done. So we're going to do this now, and then maybe I can get the back lawn done also. Alright, now I'm going to do the cream sauce, and we're going to make a little roux to start. Okay, so I'm going to put this much butter in here. Alright, now as that butter melts, I'm going to put in a little bit of flour just to make a roux, but not a cooked roux. I'm not going to cook it too much. Alright, now I'm going to put a little flour in here and make our, let's call it a faux roux, a mock roux. Just cook the flour a little bit, not too much. Now I'm going to put in half a cup of milk. Alright, then I'm going to throw in my cream cheese. Then the next thing I'm going to put in is the ricotta cheese. And I'm going to let this all melt down. Okay, now this looks gorgeous. Now, I put a little bit of touch of water in there too. If it's a little too thick, you can add a little more milk or a little water. This is the exact texture that you want, consistency. Now we're going to put in, okay, the Parmesan cheese, and you stir that all in there. Okay. Now at this point, I like to give it a taste. The cheese has salt in it, but it needs a little salt. So at this point, I'm going to put a little salt and a little black pepper. Some people would put white pepper in it. Believe me, it doesn't matter. It tastes good both ways. Okay? And then I'm going to put in a little bit of basil. And you stir that around, and you don't really want it to boil. It can bubble a little bit, you know, with a few little plops. That's where you see a little air. See? Like that. That's what you want. But no more than that. And if it starts to get too much, you want to turn it down. You need this to be that texture. Now, I'm going to cover this with the same pot that the pasta was cooking. It's almost done. Then I'm going to put my steamer on top of this. Pasta still needs another, I would say 2 or 3 minutes to be al dente. Okay, I'm back. I didn't do the back lawn because I didn't feel like it. Okay, here, this is the pasta. These are nice and steaming, or nice and warm. What I'm going to do is take the pasta out. I'm going to put it in the bowl, and then I'm going to mix a little bit of the sauce with the linguine. And you want a little bit of that water in there. Okay. So now the next thing I do, put that guy back in there, that there. I'm going to take some of the sauce out and put it on top of this. Right, so we want to stir that around and get all of the pasta coated. Okay, at this point, even though I'm going to put a little parsley on the top, you can throw a little parsley in there. Now, so we're going to plate this up. Look at that, huh? Just, it'll stop. There we go. This is delicious just this way. Okay, now we have our linguine on the plates, and here we have the chicken. I'm going to start building this. Okay, then we have shrimp. Each person gets 2 shrimp. Okay, and then we have our scallops. They can go right on the top. They're very little. Let me use a spoon. These are very tender, the bay scallops. Okay, now we have our next layer. Okay, of sausage. Then we have our pan-grilled mushrooms. Okay, now on top of that, we're going to throw in our pan-seared garlic. That goes right on the top. Now, these are dehydrated kamado. I made them in my convection oven. And this is, you can use regular tomatoes, but what does it say here? It says kamado. They are a little richer. They have a delicious taste. I like these better than sun-dried tomatoes, although they're good too. But this, I think, is a little bit sweeter, and that's terrific. Now, then what I do is I take some mozzarella cheese and I stuff it into the pasta. That's going to be all gooey. Okay, now we have our sauce here. You already have plenty of this on the pasta, but it's really makes this delicious. And the amazing thing about this, it's only 400 calories, the whole meal. It's really, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But at any rate, little asparagus here. Oh, jeez. My heart's starting to like hop. There's so much cholesterol in here. But you only live once. You only die once too, so it's up to you. Alright, look at this. Now, what's more is I have some fresh Parmesan cheese. I used pre-grated Parmesan cheese before on the top of this. Now, this is something else. Now, I'm going to taste this. Which one should I taste? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Okay, this one. No, I'm going to taste this one. Stop the thing. Alright, let's see here. We'll try a mushroom. Let's see. Let me try a little of this pasta. Oh my God, see the mozzarella cheese? Oh my God, that's my favorite thing. Now, I may need a backhoe to get this in my mouth. Alright, hold on. I'm just going to do it. Well, I have to say, even though this is a fancy dish, it's the ultimate comfort food. This is delicious. Let me try sausage and a little bit of that cream sauce. Of course, I have to have an asparagus because this is a health food. My heart's still going now. Oh, my heart's going faster because I gave it some health food. There's this broccoli here too. This is outstanding. You know, this is right up there with the deep fried pizza once a year. That's it. This is really something else. Over here. Pasta, Viola, Voila. Not voila, not voila, but Voila. Delicious. There's a lot of, this is of course a whole meal. I put broccoli on it and a little bit of asparagus. But if you don't do that, you can make it with a side salad. And if you're really a pig, you could also grab a nice big loaf of ciabatta bread and eat it with this too. And I don't know, call EMS.